Hello, pet parents. Robert Semro here, and I am joined by one of the giants in the industry, someone we should all know as pet parents. We should all send him a big thank you, because you know what? I've got Bob Vetere, the president and CEO of APPA, Global Pet Expo. So many wonderful things that you're doing that impact all of us pet parents. Let's talk a little bit first about what APPA is, what it means to the industry, and then what it means to pet parents.
Absolutely. Robert, APPA is the American Pet Products Association, and it's a trade association. It's the largest pet products trade association in the world. We have a little bit over 1,100 manufacturers of everything from dog food and cat food to jewelry for your lizard and products that you never really knew, but all of which are designed to keep your pet happy, healthy, make life easier for you as a pet parent. And each year we run Global Pet Expo that you had alluded to, and that's the largest annual pet products trade show in the world. And it's got close to 1 million square feet of everything you could possibly imagine.
Well, and that's no exaggeration. I heard 7 football fields. You need a cart to be able to make it through, folks. That's the beauty of the pet world. It's so large, as we all talk about. And folks like Bob are making it easier for all of us to get the information and find it. And I love that. But you're also doing some great initiatives that maybe I might not see, but you know what? My kids are enjoying it. Let's talk about Pets in the Classroom for a second.
Pets in the Classroom is a great effort that a group of us together, all the manufacturers, distributors, retailers have partnered. And what we do is we help teachers put some kind of a pet in the classroom. And it's amazing, Robert, what kids benefit from that. How kids see that here's another living thing that's totally dependent on them to survive. And kids just really bond with that. And then you learn so many other lessons from how these pets interact. There's test results out there now that show that kids that are exposed to pets do better in school, they do better on tests, they're more social. It's just so many benefits that we see. And I mean, that's the time to start with these kids. Give them controlled exposure to pets so they really understand why pets are good for them.
Without a doubt. You know, one of the things that always strikes me as a parent, I've got 2 young kids, 5 and 8, and I gotta tell you, my wife has a lot of great advice for me, but sometimes I tune her out. When my kids come home and say, Dad, we wanna tell you something, I stop everything and I listen. And I've gotta tell you, they are actually participants in the program.
That's
and
great.
I'm so proud because they have come back and told me about the fish, about the reptiles, about the bunnies. Really a great program, and it does, you're right, we've got to get that next generation coming up, talking about it, having that respect. One of the other things that you're doing for all of us is HABRI. Let's talk about the Human Bond Initiative there. Let's talk about that.
That's one near and dear to my heart. The Human Animal Bond Research Initiative. We're working with Purdue University, Dr. Alan Beck, who's been doing this for decades. But what he's been looking at are the human health benefits. You know, if you're a pet owner, if you pet your dog, you feel good, you feel better. You know you feel better. If you have a fish and you just stare at the aquarium, you've had a horrible day, you just stare, you start to feel good. It's not just that you feel good, there's science behind it. I mean, you are actually physically better off because you have a pet. We've so far categorized 17,000 studies from around the world detailing every kind of human health benefit you can imagine. PTSD, soldiers with PTSDs, they're actually now funding programs to pair these soldiers up with dogs because they're seeing such dramatic improvement in them. Autistic children, cancer patients, now they're teaching dogs to sense seizures in people before they get there and detect cancer and everything. Just amazing. I love this project, and it is going to be such a wonderful amount of information added for everybody to learn from.
Well, it's one of the reasons I'm so proud to be a part of the pet industry is we are literally doing things that we've all known as pet parents, but we're making it easier for everybody out there to understand and put some value to. And in large part, that's thanks to you and your organization there. Folks, when I say it's not just about the products, it's about all of us pet parents as well. APPA is certainly doing more than their fair share. And Bob, I can't let you get away without your book. Let's talk about this book, From Wags to Riches. I think the folks see that you're in a nice suit. I guess I'm the wags, you're the riches. Let's talk about the book.
Go with that thought. No, this is one of those things that, you know, throughout my life I've always had dogs, like the cats, I've had birds and other things. But dogs, I always noticed that they always get along with everybody. You know, for me, I have struggles like you can't imagine, but my dogs have never had that same problem. And you sit back every once in a while and you watch them, and you realize what they're doing is not rocket science. A dog knows how to listen. We don't always know how to listen. Somebody's telling us their problems, and we're over here either trying to solve them or we're talking over them. My dog never did that. So I could be having the world's worst day. I come home, first of all, Dakota would be standing by the door, tail wagging, I'm so happy to see you. My wife and kids are like, hey, he's home, that's fine, great, he's back again. I would go back out to get my briefcase, I'd come back and Dakota's like, oh my God, where were you? I mean, I've been looking for you all over. I missed you so much. But we react to that, we positively react to that. Well, you could translate a lot of that into the way that you deal with people and the way that you deal with workers and co-workers and subordinates and bosses and everything. There's so much to be learned just from watching your dogs that I put it all down in the book, and it was amazing the number of people who were interviewed for the book that same thing. I mean, executives from Google and from all sorts of different large companies, small companies, just it's really something.
Well, it really is. It's a great read. I've got to tell you, so many great lessons, and as you said, big names that just reassures you that no, I'm normal.
Right. Exactly.
I'm normal.
Exactly.
So a lot of great advice there. So many great things you're doing. I want to make sure we give out the website address so where people can follow all the great things that you're doing. Let's give that out to the folks.
Okay, there's two. You can go www.americanpetproducts.org, or you can go to www.habri.org and see all those studies about human health.
So many great things. And Bobby said I didn't listen and that I don't miss you. We missed you. We got to have you back soon. Folks, thanks for joining us. We hope you're enjoying this. This is Pet World Insider.